I picked up a couple bags of potatoes O'Brien at the grocery store because this is my secret weapon to getting dinner on the table super fast when I'm trying to eat plant-based, but I don't have time to do all the chopping and cooking and peeling myself. We're going to start with a breakfast for dinner skillet, and then we are going to do a Taco Bell style crispy potato taco. And then we are going to try a recipe I've not tried before, and it is a skillet pot pie, and it looks fantastic. So stick around till the end for that one. If you're not familiar with potatoes O'Brien, you can find them in the freezer section at the grocery store with the other potatoes. They are simply frozen potatoes with onions and peppers already mixed in, so you don't have to worry about all that chopping and peeling. But if your family doesn't like onions and peppers, or if you already keep peppers and onions chopped in your refrigerator like I do, then you can save a little bit of money and buy the simple Southern style hash browns. They're just diced frozen potatoes, and they totally work the same way. Okay. All right, let's get cooking. We want to put a little bit of oil in the pan. This is a nonstick pan, so you can leave out the oil if you want to. I do think it adds some flavor to the whole mix, though. And we can put in our potatoes O'Brien. I'm only using a half bag of the potatoes today because I'm making this a smaller batch for just me and my husband. If you're feeding a whole family, you probably want the whole bag. I'm also going to add in some onions and peppers. Now I know the O'Brien already has it, but because I always keep these diced in my refrigerator anyway, I like a little extra for this recipe. We want this to cook together until everything starts to brown up just a little bit. Okay, this is starting to look good. See how nice and brown it is? That's what we're looking for. Let's add in some tofu. I did not press or dry that out at all. So, and then we're going to also add in some zucchini. And I found this soy chorizo at the grocery store. It's organic, plant-based, and it's like chorizo, but it's not. So I want to put some of that in here today. I think that's going to make a really good skillet. We also want to add in our garlic, some nutritional yeast flakes, and some paprika. What I love about these skillet recipes is you can serve dinner right in the skillet. Okay, this is starting to look good. See how nice and brown it is? That's what we're looking for. At the last minute, we want to toss in some spinach and a little bit of green onion. And that is going to finish our skillet, and we'll be ready to eat. Okay, the spinach is wilted down, and we are ready to serve supper. Doesn't this look good? Let's throw on a little bit of green onion and a squirt of hot sauce. And that's all you need for dinner in one bowl. It's a very satisfying dinner. It has everything you need. It's full of vegetables. It's got your beans in there. Your family's going to love this one. Hope you give it a try. But we still have tacos. Let's make those. It's time for our Taco Bell style tacos. Let's put our potatoes into the bag with a bowl. I know that buying a whole bag of potatoes like this is a lot cheaper than buying a bag of frozen potatoes O'Brien. But sometimes you just have to buy back your time if you need to get dinner on the table really quick. And that's okay. Add some oil, about a tablespoon or so. We're adding in some chili powder, some garlic and onion, some paprika. If you have smoked paprika, that's really good too, but I don't have any of that right now. And then we're adding in some salt. Let's stir it up. You can probably do this right on the pan, but I find it easier to mix it together when it's in a bowl. Okay. Once everything's coated, you just need to put it onto the pan. Oops. Don't want to lose any of that good stuff. That's going to go into 425-degree oven for about 30 minutes. And while that's cooking, we can prepare everything else and then it'll be ready. Let's make a quick avocado sauce to go on our potato soft tacos. We're going to start with half of an avocado. Then I'm going to add some jalapeno. These are some frozen diced ones from my garden last year. Not too many because I don't like it really spicy. Now we're going to add in a handful of cilantro. Then we want 2 tablespoons of lime juice. I'm going to add a spoonful of garlic. I forgot to tell you earlier that I am basing this sauce recipe on a recipe that I saw on a creator, Jose L. Cook. He makes some really great recipes. You should check him out. I'll put a link in the description box below to his original recipe because I have made quite a few shortcuts in my version. For creaminess in this sauce, I am going to add in some silken tofu. There you go. Is it upside down? Yep, that's right. I'm using this instead of sour cream. And then just a spoonful of plant-based mayo. The last thing we need is a little bit of salt. And we're ready to blend. Our sauce is ready for the tacos. Ugh. Put it into a bowl and we'll save it until the potatoes are done. Potatoes are out of the oven. It's time to build a taco, and I'm excited about this. I warmed up some tortillas. You could use either corn or flour tortillas, whichever one works for you. And put in some of our potatoes. And I'm going to add in some beans to mine. I know Taco Bell doesn't use beans in theirs, but it's good to get beans in every meal if you can. And beans go really good with these potatoes. And lastly, I'm going to add in some of our avocado sauce. I kind of feel like I need one of those squirt bottles because everybody else seems to have one on YouTube, but I really feel like it's just more work to have to do that. So let's go ahead and add some salsa. You could use store-bought salsa. This is just a homemade pico. That is one fantastic looking taco. I love that taco. Mm. 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 So our next recipe is a pot pie recipe that I've never tried before, but it looks like it's going to be faster and easier than my traditional pot pie recipe, so I'm excited to give it a try. I'm taking it to potluck this Sabbath, so pray that it comes out really well. Let me show you how I make that. This taco is so good. Mm-hmm. This recipe starts with a little bit of oil in the pan, and then we're going to add in our potatoes au brien and some celery. I want to get those cooking until the potatoes start to soften. They don't have to get brown, just a little softened. And then I'm going to add in a little seasoned salt. I'm using Lowry seasoned salt, but you can use anything that you have on hand. Once the potatoes are softened, I'm going to add in some beans. You know I love sneaking beans into recipes wherever I can, and nobody's going to notice these. They're going to add some creaminess and some nutrition and fiber to the pot pie. Then let's add in some garlic, some poultry seasoning, and some powdered chicken style seasoning. Now, if you don't have the powdered chicken style seasoning, you can use the Better Than Bouillon. It works really well too, and it's found at the local grocery store. Now I want to sprinkle in some flour, and that's going to thicken up our sauce and give us a nice rich pot pie filling. We want to cook the flour for a minute or two so it doesn't taste pasty. Now I'm adding my chicken substitute. You do not have to add a chicken substitute to this recipe. It could be a vegetable pot pie, but I thought it would be nice to have something in here to make it more like a chicken pot pie for our potluck. You could use a Morningstar Farms chicken strips or soy curls, whatever plant-based chicken you like, but I am going to use a homemade version that I had in the freezer, and I'll link a recipe to that if you're interested in the description box below. Then we want to add in some water and let everything simmer together until it thickens and makes a nice creamy filling. For the topping, I'm going to use Grandma Warfel's drop biscuit recipe. Now don't worry, this biscuit recipe is foolproof and it's as easy as making pancakes. We start with some flour, just a little bit of sugar, some aluminum-free baking powder, and once you get that mixed together, you'll add in your wet ingredients, which is just some plant-based milk and a little bit of oil. I do like to add a little parsley or herbs to this when I'm putting it on a pot pie filling, but you don't have to do that. Let's stir that all together. And this is what it should look like. Normally, I would bake this pot pie right in the skillet and save a dish during the week especially, but because I'm taking it to potluck, I'm going to transfer everything to a 9x13 pan, and then I'm going to use a cookie scoop to put the drop biscuit dough right on top of the hot filling. Then I like to brush each of the biscuits with a little bit of plant-based butter. That helps the biscuit to brown up nicely and look pretty when it comes out of the oven. And there it is, all finished. Not bad for a bag of frozen potatoes O'Brien. They saved us from all that chopping of potatoes and peppers and onions and turned into a pretty hearty looking pot pie. I'll let you know what everybody at Potluck thinks after church. I just wanted to give you some feedback on that pot pie that I took to Potluck. It really was not a favorite. It was kind of dry. If I were going to make it again, I would change out the flavorings and I would probably add twice as much of the gravy. But I think my pot pie that I have here in this recipe is just as easy, and I think it's so much better. What I would do if you wanted to use the potatoes O'Brien with that pot pie recipe is I would go ahead and make the gravy up and cook it over the stove until it's thick. Then I would just toss in the frozen potatoes O'Brien and some frozen peas and carrots. And I would just put that into the pan and put a crust on top and bake it that way. There's no need to cook the potatoes ahead of time in a skillet or boil them. Just go ahead and toss them right in frozen and they'll cook in the oven. So there you have it, 3 easy dinners all made with a bag of potatoes O'Brien. A frozen potato that helps you buy back your time and get dinner on the table so much quicker. Let me know which one of the recipes you're going to try in the comments below. I'd love to know. I think my favorite was the tacos, but we all know I love tacos. If you want some more great recipes, then check out this video right here.